Hi, welcome to Bruce's Garage. I'm Bruce and this is my garage. Today is super exciting because it's the next episode in my new car series where I'm going to ceramic coat all four wheels on the 2024 Honda CR-V. I've got the first wheel off on the rack and getting ready to coat. We're going to clean it first. I'm going to walk you through all the steps that are really going to make cleaning these wheels on the long run so much easier. So come on with me and learn how to ceramic coat your wheels. All right, the most important step whenever you are going to ceramic coat anything is all the preparation. So the surface needs to be clean, needs to be free from iron, any other contaminants and debris. Now it's not uncommon, in fact it's very common to have iron buildup inside of the barrel of the wheels and on the face of the wheels from the brakes. Again, this has got probably 150 miles on it. I'm not anticipating much at all, if any, but I just want to make sure. So I'm just going to spray iron remover. And again, if we see any iron deposits, those will turn this color purple. Closer look here. And you can see how we're getting some of that purple. And again, it appears to be coming off just this part of the wheel. One of the other things with iron remover, of course, is you don't want it to dry on the surface. So let's rinse this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and scrub in this area here just because this is where the contamination is. So I'm going to scrub that a bit, try to get some of that off before we go on to our next step. All right, so the barrel is done. Did remove a little bit more iron. I am going to put some iron remover here on the face of the wheel. As I suspected here, I'm really not seeing any iron deposits on the face of the wheel. It's been dwelled about 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is just rinse this. Now I've got my Gauntlet drying towel that I use for wheels, and I'm going to dry this really well. All right, for this step on polishing, I am going to be using Uno Pure. This won't take long and I'm not going to do too much here because again, these are brand new and they look pretty darn good. And honestly, this polishing step, particularly because it's a brand new car, is not an essential step either. So if you don't have a polisher, you don't have a small nano polisher, you could even put some polish on a microfiber and wipe it over this to really bring up the gloss a bit. So don't overcomplicate this. You know, I want to make sure you know what your options are. All right, so what I'm going to continue to do is I'm just going to go ahead and continue to polish all throughout, and then we'll come back and go on to the prep. We'll use the prep spray, which will remove any polish residue, and then we're going to ceramic coat together. Polishing is all complete. So now the next step is to remove any potential residue from the polishes because you don't want any oil, any kind of residue on there that would impair the ceramic coating from adhering to that surface. So to do that, we use what's called a panel prep spray. This is the same kind of panel prep you use on the paint surfaces. So any surface you're gonna ceramic coat after you've polished, you would then use your panel prep spray. In this case also, I'm using Armour Detail Supply panel prep because I'm using their wheel coating as well. So we're gonna shake that up. And then I'm just going to spray that on the surface. Make sure all those areas that I covered with polish are covered. And then I'm going to let that dwell for just about 30 seconds. And then we will wipe that off. That, again, is preparing the surface. And then we'll flip the tire around and do the barrel. And then we'll be ready to apply the ceramic coating. The Armour Detail Supply panel prep actually smells really nice as well, which after using iron remover is nice to have a pleasant aroma. Also, by the way, make sure you don't tell my wife I took the wheels off her brand new car. If she comes out here in the garage and sees her car jacked up, This might be the last YouTube video I produce, so. I will now flip the wheel around and just do the same thing on the barrel of the wheel. All right, here is the coating. This is the Armour Detail Supply wheel coating. And just to show you again, it's a quartz coating, high temperature rated. What is in the package, you get the bottle of 30 mLs of coating, a applicator. I have extra applicators because these coatings, after a bit, one side of the applicator, of course, will kind of crust over as the coating cures. And because I'm doing all four wheels and I don't have all four wheels off the car at once and prepped or ready to go, there's going to be time in between that this is going to crust over. So I have some other pads as well. And then you also get a full set of instructions. So the first thing you should always do with your coatings is they need to be shaken up. And I will saturate the pad a little bit more than what I normally would do for a repeat, but because this is the first time, I'm kind of priming that pad. They recommend 3 lines. I put 1 big fat line. All right, here we go. And then I'm going to do this outside part. This won't take long, probably to be ready to level off. These applicators are perfect for these wheels. Fits in nice and small space. And I'm going around here, the outside of the barrel. And then I will do the spokes here next, but I can see this is sweating in here. So it's kind of ready to be leveled off. So now to level it off, basically, we just wipe. This is, actually, it's not too grabby at all. Okay, now I'm going to do this part of the barrel where I coated the second time. And I'm just going to flip this microfiber. We're going to let this cure for an hour before we do a second coating. And then aftercare of your coating is really important. So this should not get wet for 24 hours. And we shouldn't wash with any chemicals or do anything like that for 7 days. All right, I have applied a second layer of coating to the barrel and wipe that. I am now going to do a second layer on the face of the wheel. I did have to go ahead and use the other side. Now I'm on the green side of this pad because this side's already started to get kind of crusty. And again, that means the coating is curing on the pad and we don't want to scratch any surface. Just a little bit more coating for the first time to prime the pad. And again, I'm looking for any sweating of the coating to know when it's time to level it off. It's a little bit harder to see. Well, we did it. Got all 4 wheels cleaned and ceramic coated. They look great. I appreciate you watching. A couple things I want to remind you about. Number 1 is prep is key with any ceramic coating. Number 2, you don't have to take the wheels off. You can just do the face of the wheel on the vehicle. Number 3, you don't have to polish, especially these were brand new wheels. So you don't have to do that. And if you have some wheels and they maybe need a little bit of polish and you don't have a polisher, okay, don't worry about it. Use a microfiber towel with a little polish on it. Get them as shiny as you can. The whole objective there is you want the surface to look great, as best as you can make it, so that once you put that ceramic coating on, you're preserving that gloss or even making it better. That's what I got for you today. I appreciate you watching the New Car series. Please feel free to check out some of the other videos that I have, like, for example, surprising truths about ceramic coating. I think you'll find that interesting. And I appreciate a thumbs up. And I'm grateful for your time and that you're watching the videos. I appreciate it very much. Have a great day.